In this video, we're going to be solving this equation. What that means is we want to find out what b is equal to. So that means we want to have the b on one side of the equal sign, and we want to have some sort of value on the other side of the equal sign. In this case, the only unknown that we have is b, so b is going to be equal to some number. Okay, so that's what we're trying to do. Now, it doesn't matter in math if our unknown, so in this case b, if it's on the left-hand side or the right-hand side of the equal sign when we solve for it. However, math convention, which is just how we do things in math, says that we should put our unknown on the left-hand side, okay? And then have it equal to some sort of value on the right-hand side of the equal sign. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to solve the problem. Now, when I'm looking at my equation, one thing I notice right off the bat is I see I have this set of brackets or parentheses on the right-hand side. Now, I want to get rid of those. That's the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of them because I can't really work with the number that's inside it if I have the brackets there, okay? So what do I need to do to get rid of these brackets? Well, I need to look at what's in front of the brackets, okay? In this case, there's nothing there. There's no sign, no positive, no negative, and there's no number. What that means is, in math, when we have a situation like this where we have brackets and nothing in front, it means there's an implied one, okay? So there is a 1 there, we don't see it, there's always a 1, okay? We can multiply anything by 1. And that's because when we multiply things by 1, nothing changes, right? The number or the variable, whatever it is we're multiplying by 1, stays the same, okay? What that means is we can just essentially drop these brackets. Okay, so bracket -56 is the same thing as just -56. Okay, there's a long way to get to. What I was trying to show you was that we can just drop these brackets. Okay, so I'm just going to rewrite the left-hand side, 14b, because we didn't change anything there yet, right? And then I'm going to rewrite the right-hand side, and I'm just dropping the brackets. And that was because there's nothing outside the brackets that we would need to multiply by the inside of the brackets that could change what was inside the brackets, okay? Okay, so let's get to the actual problem now. We have 14b is equal to -56. All right, we need b by itself. We need to get rid of this 14. Now, this 14 is multiplied by the b, okay? So in order to get rid of it, or move it, I mean, we don't want to just erase it, we want to move it, we need to do the opposite action or the opposite operation. Okay, so 14 times b, if we divide by 14, it's going to cancel out, right? And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to cancel it out on the side we don't want it. Now, whatever we do to one side of our equal sign, we have to do it to the other side. So if we did divide by 14 on the left-hand side, we divide by 14 on the right-hand side. Okay, so let's simplify. 14 divided by 14 is 1. 1 times b is just b, right? So we have achieved our goal here, right? Our goal was to get b by itself. We did that. Okay, next up. Let's look on our right-hand side. We have a fraction. Okay, let's look at the right-hand side now. We have -56 over 14. Well, right away, something I can notice is that both the numerator, the top number, and the denominator, the bottom number, are even, right? The top number ends with a 6, the bottom number ends with a 4. What this means is I can divide both my numerator and denominator by 2, okay? So I can reduce my fraction, okay? If I can find common factors in the numerator and denominator, I can reduce my fraction. So what would we get if we tried to pull a 2 out of our numerator and denominator? Well, let's start with our denominator. What times 2 equals 14? Well, that would be 2 times 7, right? Now, what times 2 will equal -56? Let's see. 2 times 28. In this case, actually, it's negative 28. Let's not forget the negative. All right? All right. So we got a 2 in the numerator, 2 in the denominator. They're multiplied, so we can cancel them. And we're left with b is equal to negative 28. Now we can drop these brackets, okay? Because there's nothing in front of it. There's no negative, there's no positive, right? There's just that 1. So we're left with negative 28 over 7. Now wait a sec. Can we cancel this further? If we can cancel this further, it would mean that negative 28 would have to have a factor of 7 in it. And it does, okay? So what times 7 equals negative 28? Well, let's see. We can write 7 times negative 4, okay? And then in the denominator, we just have 7, okay? So we can rewrite that as 7 times 1, okay? Because we can always multiply anything by 1. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to cancel these 7s, and so I'll still have a number in my numerator and in my denominator. So the 7s canceled the same way we canceled the 2s, and we're left with b is equal to negative 4 over 1. Now, we can make any whole number a fraction by placing it over a 1, okay? So we can make any number a fraction if we put it over 1. What this means is b equal negative 4 over 1 is actually b is equal to negative 4. If you would like to learn how to quickly study for your GED exam online and get a new resume, then visit testprepskills.com.